All right, our main focus for bridging is spinal articulation, really working on mobilizing the spine through lumbar flexion and connecting our trunk to our lower half. So the main muscle groups at play here are going to be your hamstrings, your glutes, as well as some of your deep core muscles and stabilizers. For bridging, we are going to lie down on our backs on the mat. Take a second to get nice and settled. Once you are here, we want to find that neutral spine where we're kind of in between that posterior and anterior tilt of the pelvis, which is going to look a little bit different in every body. Arms are down by your sides. Chest is rolled open so the collarbones are wide. And we really want to make sure back of the pelvis, back of the ribs, back of the head are grounded into the mat, feet at hip distance apart. You'll start with an inhale. As you exhale, pubic bone draws towards the belly button and you start to roll up, lifting the hips up off the ground, just until we reach the point where we can make this nice long diagonal line with the body. So pubic bone is really drawing towards belly button, hip bones are connecting towards the rib cage, and we've got a lot of activity back here in the glutes and the hamstrings. From there, you inhale at the top and exhale, curling the spine back down, starting from the lower rib cage, then through the middle and lower back, then to the sacrum, then all the way down to the tailbone. So some of the common problems that we see with bridging, number one is that people do like a traditional fitness bridge or a yoga wheel. So they'll lead up with their chest and their belly and just try to lift their hips as high in the air as they can. But again, we talked about the focus here being connecting your trunk to your pelvis. So we want to keep that rib cage dropped and the tail tucked here. So we have got those two things connected. Another thing that you will see is that people will kind of have the lower back arched. So that's when we want to cue that pubic bone towards the nose or tail tuck under. And then lastly, people will miss that articulation of the spine. So really focusing on pelvis initiating the movement. And then we're just trying to lift one little segment at a time. One of my favorite cues here is just to imagine that you have on a striped shirt and we are wanting to pick up each stripe sequentially and then put each stripe back down sequentially as well.